How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. Now, on today's show, we're going to take a look back at the two games in the Premier League last night. Last piece of news involves Arsenal, because reports are suggesting that a bid from Daniel Ek is imminent, with Thierry Henry outlining the plans for the future.
I represent my fucking self.
How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. That's right.
So the first place, we're going to start two games in the Premier League last night. And a very, very big result in there. But the first one was West Brom against Wolves, the Midlands derby. A big game. Not so much what's going on in the Premier League, because West Brom are relegated. They're not turning it around. We already know it. There's no great escape or anything like that. Wolves are just floating around in mid-table position. But it's pride. That's the main thing with derbies. And it finished all square, 1-1. It's just one of those games, like I said, nobody really gets the bragging rights. I suppose Wolves will get the bragging rights in some respects, because West Brom, they will ultimately be relegated from the Premier League. But in terms of this game, there wasn't really much in it, to be honest with you. Wolves are going to be confined to the Championship again. West Brom, sorry, not Wolves, are going to be confined to the Championship. And Wolves, they're just kind of floating in around mid-table. And it'd be interesting to see what they do for next season. Will the manager be somebody that may depart the club? There's been a few rumours saying that Tottenham could be looking at the manager. But remains to be seen what happens. But for this one, it's the bragging rights are shared for this one, for a few weeks at least anyway. Last game, big game at the top end of the table, and it was Burnley 1, West Ham 2. And Burnley took the lead in this game, Chris Woods, and West Ham quickfire, couple of goals. The returning Mikel Antonio scoring those, and I tell you something, what a 3 points that could be for West Ham in their chase for a Champions League place, or even just a European place in general. That is massive for them. Jay Rodriguez in the second half, towards the end of the game as well, missed an absolute sitter. But listen, West Ham done enough. They held on. They were able to get those 3 points. And when you look at the Premier League table, it is very interesting. West Ham sit on 58 points now. 4 games left to play. They are 2 ahead of Spurs. They are in the Europa League place. 3 points away from a Champions League spot, which Chelsea currently occupy in 4th place. Leicester on 63. I think those two are the ones that, the likes of Spurs and West Ham and even Liverpool will be looking to try and chase down. But they're just running out of games. Only a possible 12 points left to play for. So there's not really much time left to do anything. And, see if they can get one of those last remaining places. But it's all set up for some, big drama towards the latter part of the season, once we get into those final few weeks. But, we're not really far from that now, are we? When you're looking at some of the fixtures coming up, Leicester will get to play first on Friday night against Newcastle. And you've got to say that's probably a great game for them, to be fair. Tottenham are away at Leeds United. That won't be easy. Manchester City, Chelsea. That's a huge game. Chelsea, that's going to be tough, especially coming off the back of Champions League semi-final. And Man City as well, though. Let's remember that. Liverpool against Southampton. And then on Sunday, Manchester United are at Villa. West Ham against Everton. That is going to be a big game. big game. Arsenal against West Brom. Yeah, we might actually pick up another 3 points, but you never know. But yeah, even then, you're going into, the following week's games. Manchester United against Leicester. Chelsea, Arsenal. Villa, Everton. Some tasty games left. West Ham, Brighton. Yeah, there's some good games in there. Some really good games when you're looking at that. Chelsea, Leicester still to play as well. Yeah, there could be some twists and turns yet. And then on the final game of the season, Leicester play Tottenham. Wow. Manchester City play Everton. West Ham, Southampton. There's some twists and turns yet for some of those sides. Some very interesting ties left. That's for sure. Last piece of news involves Arsenal, and Thierry Henry was on Monday Night Football. And of course, he got the opportunity to speak about the bid for Arsenal by Daniel Ek. Now, the bid is imminent. Apparently, it's going to be going in this week. And Thierry Henry has spoke very openly about the situation, and it is 100% genuine. He goes on to say that I know a lot of people wanted to hear about it. It is true Daniel is an Arsenal fan. He didn't say that for any publicity. He has been an Arsenal fan for a very long time. He approached us, we listened to him. When we knew first and foremost that he wanted to involve the fans, then we met the Arsenal supporters' trust. We told them what he wanted to do to bring them back on board, make them a part of the meetings and knowing what is happening. You need to put the DNA back into the club. He wants to buy the club, so he reached out and there is going to be a bid. If I wasn't part of the bid, I would have backed it up from afar because I want the club to be run better and the fans to be involved. He goes on to say that he wants to inject the Arsenal DNA back into the club, which for me is long gone. You don't have Arsenal people there amongst the board, which might show the right direction. But that's what Daniel wants to do. He has already reached out. He already said that he has collected the funds to put in a good bid. Now they need to listen. He wants to make sure the team is what it used to be. So very open and very strong words. And yeah, the rumours are true. It's obviously Thierry, Dennis Bergkamp, Patrick Vieira. And they're also going to be involved financially as well, by the sounds of things. So it's going to be very hands-on, and it's going to be very interesting to see what actually happens when this first bid comes in. I do think the first one will probably be rejected, but I do think there may be a slight chance that this could go through and we could end up getting this done. Reports have been suggesting that Stan Kroenke's wanted to sell Arsenal for the last couple of years on the quiet. Well, now we're going to really find out, because if the money's there and Daniel Ek has pulled it up, then we're going to find out very soon. But it'd be so good if we could get the club back and we could be so involved as fans and feel like Arsenal, is ours again, because that's what's missing. It just feels so detached from reality and Arsenal in general. But we're going to find out. I think maybe you might wait until, Thursday's game's out of the way and then maybe get involved with a bid and whatnot. I don't know. But we're going to find out. So there we go. That is it for today's DT's Daily. As usual, let me know in the comment section what you think about today's topics. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.